Welcome back. CP Trades here back with another weekly outlook for you guys. Today we have some really exciting structure to cover. And yeah, let's dive straight into the charts. As we see, we finally got the sweep of the higher time frame range which we have outlined the last few weeks. And yeah, we always wanted to see either a sweep of the high of the range or the low of the range, and we finally got a sweep of the low of the range, the external low here. And yeah, also with a nice reaction, which we can see here with the wick here. And yeah, that's pretty exciting because that sweep of this range low here can sponsor the move back up to new all-time highs. Yeah, I know we gotta wait for validating structure for that. Because right now it's too early to say that we will go back to new all-time highs, but I'm pretty confident with my narrative. And yeah, what I want to see is, as I said, some form of confirmation. For example, something like that, an inverse of this important fair value gap. And best case scenario, if we get a CISD in a higher time frame as well, then I can confidently say that we will go back to new all-time highs. That's pretty much it, but until then we gotta be a bit more patient because there's a possibility here that we form some more accumulation structure here, get a AMD, and then after that get the market maker buy model back to new all-time highs. Right now my focus only lays on this fair value gap right here, because that's a high probability area. Why? Because it doesn't depend on on a bias. We will most likely visit this area here in the bearish case and the bullish case as well. So if we would continue lower here, we would most likely see a retracement into this gap first before we continue lower. And in the bullish case as well, we have to inverse this one to validate our bullish structure. So that means that it doesn't really depend on the bias. We will most likely visit this area here, so that we can use that to our advantage. How? By waiting for some form of internal structure here to get the internal market maker buy model back into this fair value gap here. For example, if we get something like that, let's see, let's go into lower time frames so you can understand what I want to say. If we get some form of accumulation here without a tap of the daily fair value gap, and then get a sweep of this AMD range, of the accumulation range, with confirmation in form of displacement, we can then confidently say that we will have a internal market maker buy model in the lower time frames back inside the daily fair value gap right here. Then we can, if we get this form of confirmation after the sweep here, we can look for longs back inside this fair value gap. But that's only valid if we don't have a tap of this fair value gap here. If we get something like that where we already tap this fair value gap, then this displacement wouldn't be zero probability, but it would be lower probability. So I want to see us not tap this one, form some form of AMD in the lower time frames, which then ignites a internal market maker buy model back inside the fair value gap here. After we have tapped this fair value gap here, I want to be really careful and patient, because I mean, yeah, there is narrative for longs, but I want to see candle closures. I would like to see is a close in daily time frame above this fair value gap here, and if that happens, my first target would be these perfectly engineered equal highs here. Then we can look for some more continuations back to the upside. But what I don't want to see is that we respect this fair value gap here and reject this one. So yeah, as I said, first of all, I want to see how we react to the daily fair value gap. And until we reach this area, there is some form of narrative to go long if we get some to validating structure to do that. After having the fair value gap, daily fair value gap here, we gotta wait for higher time frame confirmation in form of a daily candle closure above this fair value gap, which then would allow us to take longs inside, targeting these equal highs here. And then after we reach that one, you see it's nestled, it's price fractal. We then could get the highly expected higher time frame confirmation to get new all-time highs here. If we get something like that, big displacement, fair value gap here, retracement inside inside the daily fair value gap, and then form some new all-time highs. And yeah, I'm pretty optimistic for the coming time. It looks so clean if we get. I mean, it looks promising right now. We get the nice reaction, but yeah, as I said, I don't want to promise too much. I gonna be a bit more patient here until we get confirming structure here. But what we can look out for right now is for some form of retracement trade inside this fair value gap here. If we get structure in lower time frames, as I mentioned before. And yeah, ultimately, we could see new all-time highs here if we get some confirmation here to the upside. That's everything I see right now. And yeah, finally we can. I mean, I don't want to promise too much, as I said, but if that plays out, we can expect really clean PA coming in the coming time. And yeah, not this choppy ass bullshit here, which we have faced inside this range here. Yeah, that's it, guys. Let's take a look at the economic calendar here. And we see, yeah. What the fuck? Give me a second, guys. So we see, there's not really much going on coming week. Yeah, I don't really know, but yeah, we could. Yeah, really, there's really not much going on. Okay, that's pretty surprising, but I'm expecting some form of volatility by Trump. Hopefully, he's gonna tweet something which then injects liquidity and volatility inside the market. Yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. That's everything I see right now. We have the potential for pretty nice PA coming in the coming time. Yeah, we gotta wait and see. Yeah, guys, that's it. I hope you could take something for your trading. And as you guys know, trade safe, trade well, and I will see you next one. Peace.